Hey guys, right, today we're talking cardio. I'm here at Lomax Gym in South Kensington, and we're going to go through the only real types of cardio that you need to be doing in order to burn fat and still retain lean muscle tissue. Okay, this applies for women and men alike. Okay, it's the same for everyone. The two types of cardio we're going to be talking about, okay, the only two types you need to know are high intense interval training, so that's HIIT training, H-I-I-T, and L.I.S.S training, or steady pace cardio, or whatever you want to call it. There's lots of different names. Very contrasting, very, very different. You've got the HIIT training, which is explosive and powerful, and it's going to burn calories all day, and then you've got the steady pace cardio, which we're going to do first here now, which is a steady pace, as it suggests, for anywhere up to an hour. Okay, so the first machine we're going to use is a treadmill. Okay, this is my favorite piece of machinery to use for the steady pace cardio, and it gives a really good all over fat burning workout. So let's get going. Okay, so you notice I've got my skins on as well. These are thermal skins. You know, it's getting cold in the winter. They help with kind of muscle flow, keep my muscles tight and strong when I'm training. Okay, so we started here. We're going to go, first thing, most important is the incline. Okay, now on a regular treadmill I'd go anywhere up to 12% incline. Okay, so put my 12 on here, and what that's going to do is going to allow us to bring our knees up closer to our chest, which in turn is going to work our core, our lower abs, our obliques as our arms come up as well. So when we do this, we think about the perfect technique of walking. Okay, so our speed is going to go up to anywhere 3 to 4 miles an hour, so it's 5-6 kilometers, just at a pace that feels comfortable with you, a little bit faster than if you were walking outside. That's good for me. Notice my technique. I'm not holding on to the bars here. That would be the worst thing you can do, okay? Because it's putting a lot of pressure on your back. You know, your arms aren't working, so you're saving calories here when you could be burning more. So we want your arms up like this. An old PE teacher of mine once told me, when you're walking and running, the perfect technique is if you were like you were eating crisps or like eating any food. So, you know, your arm's not going to go past your waist here, up towards your mouth. Our chest is up, our head is up, it's all in line and straight, and my knees, look at my knees, nice and high. So we're talking about work rate level here, okay? As the name suggests, it's steady pace cardio. So it's not intense, okay? It's steady. You want to get to the point where you can still maintain conversation. If you don't have a heart rate monitor, this is the best way to kind of tell where your work rate should be at. Now the benefits of steady pace cardio over HIIT training is you can burn anywhere up to 600 calories within a workout. That's a hell of a lot of calories. Now if I've got a big show or a shoot, this type of cardio I prefer because it just makes the weight drop off, especially around my abdomen and my clavicle area. You know, you can see it immediately because you burn so many calories in that short space of time. I do my cardio first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. You know, this is very important for me. The reason for that being I'm fasted overnight, so I've got no food in my body, no glycogen. My glycogen stores are depleted, so the cardio goes straight to my fat for the primary source of energy. You notice I sweat very quickly after like 5-6 minutes. That's a great sign that it's going straight to your fat stores. So I've done 20 minutes on here now. We're going to go over to our next machine. Okay, we're on our second piece of equipment now. Still on steady pace cardio. I'm on the bike. Now, notice my technique here. Knees are coming up high. Now, if you want to know where you should be placed, how high the seat should be, my legs, when my foot's at the bottom of the bike, should be just bent, so not quite straight, and then you know you've got a good position in here. So if you're on a spinning bike like this, make sure your resistance is at the right level, okay? Just keep kind of twizzling this until you get the right, remember it's steady pace, so you don't want it to be too hard, don't want it too easy, just a good pace that you can keep up for, you know, the remaining period of your steady pace cardio. Also with your positioning on here, you notice I put my arms here, okay? What I actually like to do is lean back, keep a nice straight aligned spine, hands up here. It's almost like when you're on the treadmill, just to get that extra bit of core stability. You know, my arms can be pumping a little bit. I'm still breathing, still tensing, I'm still keeping the contraction within my core here. If you want to feel a bit more comfortable, just rest your hands ever so slightly on the front of the bike here. I prefer hands up, working like this. Okay guys, so that's steady pace cardio, okay? Like I said, can burn anything up to 600 calories just within that 1 hour session. Okay, when you're starting, if you know you want to start half an hour to 45 minutes, it's perfectly fine. Work your way up to an hour, but just remember, keep that heart rate continuous all the way throughout. Work on that technique, keep your breathing long, and get to the finish line in a good state. Okay, next we're going to be going on to the HIIT training, the high intensity interval training. Okay, this is when it kind of ramps up a step in terms of intensity. For that, I think the perfect thing to use in the gym is the rowing machine. Okay, so let's go over to there and crack on. Okay guys, high intense interval training. Okay, we're here at the Concept 2 rower. It's a bit of a strange rower. It's got the both parts move, but I find it the best piece of equipment to do the intervals because it's that stop-start motion where you can really get that high burst of energy output. Interval training, the benefits of interval training, the biggest one for me is time. So we're in the gym and training for no longer than 20 minutes. That's the whole capacity of our session. Okay, you compare that to steady pace cardio, anything up to an hour, and you're saving a lot of time. Also, with high intense interval training, you can burn calories up to 8 hours after you've been to the gym because it heightens your metabolism for that period of time. After gym, when you're at work, you're sitting at your desk, whatever you do, you're going to be burning calories at a rested state. Okay, so I'm just doing a warm up here for up to 3 minutes, which is key because you're going to be working so hard in them intervals. Predominantly, the work rate is coming from our legs. Okay, pushing off with the heels of our feet, leaning back. Straight arms, come into the lower portion of your abs. Okay, head stays up, chest out, shoulders back. Now, as the name suggests, high intensity. So we're talking to your absolute max here, and it won't last very long. So don't be afraid to really give it your all. Okay, we're going to go for 20 seconds, all out. Keeping proper technique. If you read a lot on high intense interval training, I'll talk about anything up to a minute rest or double the work rate time. Personally, if you look at the science behind it, you need your heart rate to lower to the point where back for where it was before. Okay, so your heart rate needs to be like it was at the start in order for it to be a shock when you start your intervals. So personally, I and a lot of trainers I train with just recover until the point when you feel like you can go again, when you feel your breaths come back, your heart rate's lowered, and you're ready to go. So that could be 30 seconds, that could be 2 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever it takes. Okay. When you're recovering on your last set, same as before, however long it takes you for your heart rate to come down, 20 minutes is gone, take your time and ease through, okay? Get yourself off the rower. And a very important thing to do, obviously, when you're finished, you've done a little warm down at the end, is to stretch, okay? Okay, hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Catch me next time. Don't forget to look at the other videos, rate, subscribe, do all them things. Leave some comments in the box below. I'd love to know how you're getting on, how has HIIT working for you, which do you prefer? Let me know and I'll catch you soon. Thank you.